Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Play TERA, the Exiled Realm of Arborea. I am Sordid Octopus, your host, and I hope you will follow me on my journey through this wonderful realm. Now, this is my video prologue, or vlog, if you will, seeing as the servers for the closed beta 3 are not yet live. They go live, I believe, Friday at noon. That is March 10th, or 9th, sorry, March 9th. But I had a little time to kill before the servers went live, and I figured I'd talk about the game itself, clear up some misconceptions, that sort of thing. You might be asking yourself, why should I play this game? Or should I play this game? Is this a game that's worth picking up? Is it worth the $50? I've heard this and that and the other thing about it. Is it true? Well, firstly, what makes TERA different than, say, WoW? Well, I played WoW for 6 years or so, from the end of Burning Crusade, the beginning of Burning Crusade all the way through the end of the Wrath of the Lich King and partly through Cataclysm. And it was a great game, but it, gets repetitive after a while. Scaling gets bad, that sort of thing. And I finally quit and was looking for a new MMO. And then I heard about TERA, and at first I figured, oh, this is probably one of those Asian MMOs where all you do is kill monsters over and over and over and over again. I had pretty bad experiences with Ion and Cabal, both of which were like that, and I was going to give it a pass until I found out that the action in the game is entirely skill-based. Now, what does that mean? That means, more or less, that your aiming skill and your timing skill and your skill at dodging and running away from things determines whether you can kill a monster or not. You could be level 1 and you could go to the highest level area, and if you were good enough at dodging things, you could probably kill it. It would take you a long time, but you could do it. That's awesome. When I was playing Oblivion, The Elder Scrolls 4, I wondered to myself why no one had ever made an MMO in the style of The Elder Scrolls. Because, let's face it, that sort of action combat is fun and exciting, and that's why those games were so successful. And it puzzled me that no one had made an MMO. So when I found out that TERA was like this, I was speechless, because not only did it take that playstyle and turn it into an MMO, it also polished it. The art for the game is gorgeous. You can go on to NMAS's site or pretty much any other gameplay video or screenshots, and you can see how fantastically intricate and good looking both the armor, the environment, and the character models themselves are. It's amazing. Now, okay, so the game has action combat and the game has art. That's great, but, that's not all an MMO is. People were wondering about, is it grindy? That's what we talked about. Do you still have to kill tons and tons of monsters? No, you don't. The reason is because en masse took the game that Bluehole Studios made and redid it. We've been waiting, I think, 2.5 years now, maybe even 3, for the port of this game, and finally they finished and it's in closed beta, and I can barely contain my excitement. They translated everything, not just a crappy translation once over, but they really spent the time to make sure that everything was translated correctly, and that the quests were appropriate for the Western audience, meaning that Western audiences, generally speaking, want quest-oriented leveling, where there's a story and you can follow the story and you don't have to go and repetitively kill monsters for no reason, at least there's a quest. But as I understand it, there's also quests that don't involve killing monsters, and that is always good because I always like a good story progression. And I know there are others who do that as well. Now, a little bit more about what you'll be seeing in this series. I am going to be playing a high elf priest with a friend of mine who was kind enough to volunteer for this project. And by volunteer, I mean he basically begged me to be in the Let's Play. But anyway, we are going to be playing on a RP PvE server. The Let's Play is mostly going to be showing PvE combat. There might be a sub-series on PvP later, either Battlegrounds or PKing on a PvP server, I'm not sure yet. That will come later, probably after the launch of the game, which is May 1st. But anyhow, for now, the Let's Play is going to focus on the impressions and basically gameplay of the closed beta tests. It's also going to serve as sort of my feedback to en masse about their game, because, you know, I've seen a great many things about it, but I still haven't actually been able to play it. So this Let's Play is going to be a learning experience for both you and I, and feeling pretty good about it. If there's anything you'd like specifically to see in the series, you can leave it in the comments below. And I guess I will see you then. Stay tuned for the next episode, which will be my character creation and starting out on the Isle of Dawn. Until then, this has been Sorted Octopus. Bye!